Welcome back to Mind Coliseum. Now this particular video is for a subscriber who requested on how to deal with people who pretend to be your friends but they're really liars and they're fake people. And I understand that you are in a school environment and that's incredibly tricky. It's incredibly tricky simply because you're still growing, right? You're still growing. You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to figure yourself out. Even when you are an adult, it's the same thing. But imagine when you are at the early stages of your development and you're in school. It's very tricky because you have so much to deal with. I know. You're not working yet, probably. You don't have a family yet. You don't have like big responsibilities yet, but you are still dealing with a lot. You know why? Because you're trying to figure yourself out. Adults are doing that too, but they've got an early start. You are just beginning this journey, this development, this growth, this stage of your life. You're just beginning. So everything is going to be a surprise to you. Everything is going to be new to you. Everything is going to be, wow, really? They did that? They spoke behind my back. They say one thing, but they do the next thing. What? It's all a shock. And I promise you, when you get older, it's going to be the same thing because people are people. Life is life. Things will happen. The only difference between now and when you are more mature and you grow older and you see more of things, the only difference is you are now less bothered. The best way, okay? The best way, or the best ways, one of the best ways is this, to deal with all of this. The fakeness, the toxicity, the lying, the fakeness is this. One of the best ways is this. Understand that you don't know everybody until you get to know everybody. What does that mean? That means do not just open yourself up to people. No matter how trusting they seem at first, don't just open yourself up. It's not about don't trust the world. I'm not saying that. Or go outside into the world with I don't trust you, I don't trust them. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Get to know people before they know you. And when I say before they know you, before they know the things that could hurt you, because you know your mind. Listen to this. You know your mind, okay? You know your heart. You know you will not use whatever they tell you against them. You know this, okay? You know who you are. You are not that type of person. So no matter what they tell you, you will not use it against them. But you don't know what's in their hearts. What's in their mind? You don't know that. Listen, you don't know that. So be careful. Okay? Be careful what you say. Be careful what they know about you. That's why I said earlier, get to know them before they know the deep, intimate things about you, the things that they can use against you. You get to know them first. Don't just hang out with them straight away. Don't just tell them everything about you straight away. Don't be so quick to say things that you know could be used against you until you have gotten to know them very well. That also links to another way to deal with this, which is let them prove themselves to you that they are worthy of your trust. Okay? Let them prove themselves to you that they are worthy of your trust. Because you know who you are. You are trustworthy. You will not use what they tell you against them. You will not speak about them behind their back. You will not gossip about them. You know you. You trust you. You know what you're capable of and what you're not capable of. You know what you will do, what you will not do, what you will say, what you will not say. Let them prove themselves to you. Yes, test them. This is your life we are talking about. Do you know that at this early stage of your life, if you are traumatized in a very intense, drastic way, I'm not saying you may never heal, but you may find it incredibly difficult to heal from this trauma when you get older. So be careful who you let into your circle, into your life. You don't need to be an adult to start testing people. As a young person in school, start testing people right fucking now. Yes, right now. This is your future we are speaking about. Your environment plays a huge part as to who you become in life. And when I say environment, I don't just mean school, work. No. See, it's not just about the buildings. No. It's not the fact that it has the title or the word school or the word home or the word neighborhood. No. It's the people in there that we are speaking about. That's your environment. The people are your environment. Understand that the people are your environment. The people. And they play a huge part in how you grow in life. They play a huge part in the way you grow, how you grow, and if you grow at all. Let that sink in. You may or may not grow depending on who you surround yourself with. They are your environment. If you have great teachers, you could grow to be the smartest kid in the class, even if you were the dumbest. If you have bad teachers, even if you were the smartest teacher, you could feel so incompetent because of their treatment towards you that you may not even finish your school. You may even have to repeat your school if you have that kind of system where you're from. Understand, the people you surround yourself with, they're not just important when you get older. See, they're important now. I'll link this to money for a little bit. If you start saving your money, let's say your parents give you pocket money of $10 or £10, whatever your currency is. They give you 10 of it. If you start at an early age of 5, for example, you start saving £1. Okay? You spend £9, but you're saving £1, all right, or $1 every single time they give you that money. When you get older, what do you think will happen when you start working and you start making 100k a year? You start saving 10% of that as well. Why? Because you've built up that habit from a young age. The same thing, if you build up the habit of testing, analyzing, vetting people before they come into your life, you will start doing that, or should I say you will continue doing that even when you are an adult. Yes, it will become a part of your personality because you've been practicing doing that. It becomes a part of you. And then you don't have to play catch up like the other healthy adults. You don't have to play catch up. Oh, how do I analyze people? How do I make sure they're good for me? How do I make sure that they are the right people to be in my life, to help me in my journey, to be successful in whatever you want to do? No, you don't have to figure that out anymore because you already have a system in here. You've built up a feeling system. You've built up a mental system where you can feel if you can trust that person or not. You can think, oh, can I trust that person? You can tell if you can or not because you've been practicing this skill. This is very important, you know. This is very important. You should grow healthy. You should. You should grow healthy. You absolutely should grow healthy. Life is tough. I've said it many times on my channel. Life is tough. Do not make it unnecessarily harder for yourself by allowing the snakes and the fakes and the toxic people into your fucking life. It's your life. It's very important, you know. The way you grow, the way you live, if you have a family of your own, if you decide to do that, they will be affected as well. And it will, listen, whether they're affected positively or negatively is based on your choice today. Do not just open yourself to people just like that, because not everybody is going to have your best interest at heart. And that's the fact. I'm not saying the world doesn't have any good people. It does. And guess what? When you test people and you find that they are good people, appreciate them because they're friggin' rare. Appreciate them. They're rare. Appreciate them, you know? Keep them close. Be good to them. Be kind to them. Appreciate them. Let them know that you understand their worth. Okay? Another thing that I want you to think about is this. The school is just a beginning of life. It's just a blip on your radar. It's not even, listen, in 2-3 years, 4-5, in 10 years, in a decade, you'll be asking yourself, why did I even let that situation bother me so much? I'm not saying it's not important right now. Oh, it's very important right now. You are going through it. I'm not saying it's insignificant. It's very important. And you know what? The fact that you know you want help to deal with this, that's a sign of maturity and intelligence, because you know what you want, even as young as you are, and you know what you don't want. And that's a good start. That is a great mind to have. You know what you want and what you don't want already. You are already ahead and you are already winning. You're not just living your life. So you're already doing great for yourself like this. And in the future, you will say to yourself, this is nothing. This is not a big deal. Wow, I don't know why I bothered. But it's very important right now, you know? But the reason why you will think like that in the future, that it's not important, like why did I stress myself? That will be because you have grown so much. You know how to deal with the situation now. That's right. You will have grown so much. You now know how to deal with the situations, and even harder situations, to the point where when you look back, it's not because it was insignificant. No, it's because now you are stronger, you are better, and you are wiser, and you are more powerful to deal with it. That's why in the future you'll be thinking, why did I stress about that issue? Not because it's not significant or it wasn't. Oh, it's very important. It's very important. But when you are more powerful and more wise, stronger, you're more tough, you can deal with situations better because you're tougher, it'll be nothing to you. Because it wasn't that your situation got easier, it's because you got better. Now you can deal with it. So when you look back, oh, why did I stress? Because it was nothing. Because you're better now. Stay blessed.